Alright everybody, so last time we've been together was a big struggle for food. Now, finding this igloo behind me with a crafting table and furnace, that will probably solve the most of the food issue. We can actually cook something up and craft something. But anyway, I do want to go and explore over in that direction, see if we can get to the ocean. I remember with the first village we found, there's an ocean that might go out in that direction, and maybe, just maybe, we could find ourselves a little bit of a sunken ship and a treasure map and all that. So as you can see in my hotbar, I have made myself my boat. I've made a few birch doors so that we can just breathe underwater, and all the other loot that I've gathered so far, which is not much, I have put in the chest down in the bunker underneath the igloo, just for safekeeping. I hope we do find this place again, but if we don't, at least there's not that much loot that we have gathered so far. So let's get right onto it and see if we can explore a little bit, maybe find another village, maybe find an ocean, and definitely try to find a sunken shipwreck. Now, heading back in this direction, that's where we found our first village. And that village was really a dud. Is it? I believe it's that village that you can see over there. So that village was a dud, but at least to this in this direction, there seems to be an ocean. Or at least a large body of water. Wait, is there? So that's the village we found first time. So is there another village right over there and I totally missed it? Because I do think I traveled all the way around that direction. And you know what? When I left that first village, I was considering going in this direction, which would have taken me right across the path of the second village. Well, before we go into the water over there, let's go and check out if this village has anything for us. Maybe, just maybe, there is a blacksmith. Now, I know, I'm not allowed to use iron tools yet, not at least until day 100. But maybe there is something else useful that we could use. And now, as you can see, the sun is setting already, which isn't a fun thought. But here we are, immediately a little bit of farm area where they're growing crops, which hasn't obviously grown up yet. But I think before we explore this village, maybe let's just get the bed out and have a little sleep. Alright, with the sun rising in our faces, let's quickly have a run through, see if these guys have anything useful for us. I don't particularly see any interesting houses behind me, but we will quickly run through, because wait a moment. Is that a blacksmith right behind me? Let's go and investigate. G'day, Pool. You are definitely a blacksmith. That's awesome. Let's see if you've got any loot, because obviously you've got furnaces, which is a great help. Iron pickaxe, which we can't use. Iron ingot, which we can't use. With the apple, I will take. Unfortunately, no leather armor. Now, I honestly don't think the weaponsmith does armor. I'll definitely take some bread. Paper and maps, we can leave it here for now, because if I am going to settle at the igloo, this village definitely isn't too far away. So as per usual, it seems that this village doesn't really have anything useful. I mean, they do have grindstones for the blacksmith. They do have a couple of villages. What's your name? Heriberto? Well, hi, Heriberto. Let's see. Oh, this is clutch, but Iron Age is only on day 100. So even though we've got the barrels, or even though we've got a water bucket, we cannot use it until day 100. So leave it there for now. We'll leave it there for now. And then this village is pretty much useless. I think we could grab some of the wheat. I'll definitely replant it for the villager. I mean, I'm not going to be like that now. I'm not being that guy. But alright, let's see if we can get over to the water and maybe find a little bit of a treasure. Wait, what? What? Do we have a sunken ship right there? It's only half a sunken ship, so I'm not too positive about anything good in there. But let's go and check it out. I don't think this one's gonna have a treasure map though, because the back of the ship is all gone. And if I'm right, the treasure room is usually in the back. Alright, what do we have? We've got paper, we've got wheat, got some rotten flesh. Now that could come in handy if we really struggle for food. Smithing template, coast armor smithing template, we've got 2 of that. But then, here's the important part. A helmet with projectile protection and boots with mending. That is definitely going to help. And I think I will take the chest with me. Let's just see if there's another. Oh, this is such a cheat. Such a cheat. There's supposed to be a chest down here. So if we just have a little bit of a look at what we've got. Some paper, a couple of pumpkins, which isn't that hard to find in this world. But we do have the leather cap with projectile protection, and we've got the leather boots with mending, which I will gladly put on because any armor is better than no armor. Oh, and here we have what seems like another ship. Also a broken one. But let's see if this one has got any better loot. Let's just get my doors ready so that I can breathe underwater. Now, what is going on? Ah, is this the back of the ship, though? Oh, this one is lying on its side. So, is this one complete? No, definitely not complete. But let's see. That is the back of the ship. So, that should have the treasure room back there. I believe. I have to believe. Alright, another food chest. And this leather pants with curse of binding, I do not think that I can wear those, because we will not be able to remove them. And we've got a couple of bowls of suspicious stew, which I might try out at some point. But unfortunately, that set of pans, I'm not taking them. Because I know if I do take them, I will probably accidentally put them on at some point, and then we are stuck with leather pants, which isn't fun. Now, this is the front. So the back of the ship is missing yet again. So that means still no treasure map. But we are definitely gathering some goodies, some food. As we found food chests in both of these shipwrecks. Let's head on further in this direction. So I have spent a whole lot of time, the whole day 7 has been spent looking for treasure ships. We only found 2, and both of them were half ones. So I think, but I'm looking flashy in my new leather gear, aren't I? That's awesome. That's at least the bonus of finding those ships. But I guess let me sleep and then we'll continue the journey. Maybe spend another day or so on it. Then we'll see where we are. Right there above the water seems like a mast of another shipwreck. And this one, let's hope this one is complete. This one is a full ship. And yes, it seems that it is. It seems that it is. And then we've got little underwater ruins as well. I don't think I can explore that. I want to come back to those once we are in the Copper Age so that we can use the brush and maybe dig up some nice goodies. But all right, let's jump right in and see what this boat has for us. The first chest has got a couple of pieces of iron, some lapis lazuli, the blue stuff, the beautiful blue stuff, which is probably more useful for dye than anything else. Obviously, you need it for enchanting. You need it for enchanting as well. But I think it's more useful as a blue dye. Let's go downstairs and see if we have the... If this room must be it. Oh, treasure map! And golden Nautilus armor, we'll take that. We'll take that. Now my inventory is already full. And that's going to be a problem further on. But let's see, because we've got another chest in here. And I'm not going to be able to take that door. Oh, and we've got moss and bamboo. Oh boy, what do I leave behind? I think the rotten potatoes are just gonna stay behind because I need to grab the moss. I can grab the carrots, and then I also need to grab the bamboo because bamboo is useful. Now we can turn these 2 planks into sticks. That'll give me a space for the bamboo. And I guess let's eat one of these suspicious stews. Oh, poison! No! Oh, that's always the risk. That's always the risk when eating suspicious stew. But at least we survived that. At least we survived that. Let's see if we can eat another suspicious stew. Oh, darkness, my old friend. I can live with that. I can live with that. We can just leave these bowls behind. It's quite easy to make bowls if you need them. Then I take it that's all we've got for this little shipwreck. Now, let's see. Where is my treasure map? Let's see if we can find the treasure. Oh, and we are already on the map. Now, as luck would have it, it seems that this treasure is just going to be on the shore. Just barely on the shore. But alright, let's do this. If we move our cursor pointer right in that direction, as soon as we completely disappear behind the map, the treasure should be right underneath us. And there we go! Treasure! Treasure! Alright, we've got some TNT, emeralds, fish, prismarine shards. Alright, but I don't have any space to carry any of these things back with me. So we will dump the logs so that we can grab the gold, even though we are not in the copper and gold age yet. The gold is going to be useful. We'll dump the sand. I do not want to lose my paper or my bamboo, but I think the wheat seeds are so easy to get. They are so easy to get, and I'm just going to break that chest, leave everything there to despawn eventually. Eventually. Alright, let's see if we can make our way back towards our little igloo, which now I have no idea what direction to go. But I assume it's in that direction. I mean, it might be, because there is the... I believe it's that direction. This looks familiar. That cave up there looks like... I do recognize that our igloo must be right over this hill. No. Okay, that's the village. Then the igloo must be right over there. Let's go and see if we can find it. Let's see if we can find it. Because we need the crafting table, we need the furnace, and we need to get ourselves a little starter home. But before we can do that, there's our igloo right where we left it. And let's see if we can drop off a few things, grow a few trees, and then build a little starter house. Now, I'm not sure. Because on the one hand, I want to demolish this igloo so that we can build our starter house and have the crafting table and the furnace inside the house. But on the other hand, maybe we should not do that and build a starter house right next to the igloo. Decisions, and options. Guys, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think I am going to decide? Because you are welcome to leave your comments down below what you think I'm going to decide, and please do it before I make my decision. For now, let me go down into the basement, put away some of these goodies that I've got with me, and then I will make my decision in a minute or two. Alright everyone, so I've made a decision. So the first decision that I've made was to not leave everything down in the basement, because we did collect these chests from the sunken shipwrecks. So I was thinking, let's just put my stuff up here, because why should I go all the way down into the basement if we can just leave our stuff easily accessible? Now, before we go on, let's have another little chow on a suspicious stew. This one is giving me weakness. Well, I can live with that. I can live with that. We are not in danger right now, so I can live with that. And then, next up, let's get this little piece of bamboo planted. You know, bamboo is going to be so super useful. Really useful. And then, I guess we might need to go on another journey. A little bit of a journey. Now I think we can leave the doors behind this time, but let's see if we can gather some of the saplings that we are going to need. We do have spruce around here. Now what I'm thinking, to make it easier to find our home, let's see if we can gather 4 spruce saplings so that we can plant a large spruce tree. That should be visible from quite a distance away, don't you think? Now I am using the falling tree mod, and it is set to just bring all the logs down onto the ground. I don't want to use the option to just chop down the whole tree with one swing of the axe. That feels a little bit cheaty to me. But gathering wood in Minecraft is always such a pain, so I decided to just make my life a tiny little bit easier by using this mod and changing the settings so that it doesn't feel too cheaty. So we've got 2 saplings so far. Maybe this tree over here is going to give us a 3rd. Sorry, Bunny, I'm going to take away your cover from the elements. Alright, that gives us 7 spruce saplings. Now, I do wish we got an extra one, because then we could plant 2 large trees. Let's see, are we going to take that tree down as well. Why not? If not, why not? Let's just do that. While the sun is setting, we are going to have to take a nap pretty soon. But let's see, if we take this tree down, then well, there we go. At least 8 saplings and 9 saplings. That's enough for 2 large trees. We'll plant the large trees right here close to the base, then take a nap, and in the morning we are going to go exploring a little bit further, seeing if we can get our hands on more saplings, because for the early game we are definitely going to be building with a lot of wood, and to do that and make that look nice, we are going to need plenty of saplings. But let's get to sleep before the night creatures spawn. Now, before we go out on our journey, let's use this wheat, make ourselves a couple of pieces of bread. So we've got 7 cooked salmon left, and then we've got 14 pieces of bread. I don't think this exploration will take all that long, because I think right over there in that direction is the dark oak forest and the pale oak forest, and along the way we can pick up some birch and oak as well. So guys, let me get on my way, traveling a little bit, see if we can get some saplings, and then I'll meet you back here maybe. I have returned, and I was able to gather all the saplings that I really wanted, from spruce to birch, a little bit of dark oak, and also a little bit of pale oak. On top of that, we also got some pale moss, we got some firefly bushes, I gathered a little bit of sugarcane, and an assortment of 2 tall flowers. But towards the end of the journey, and I have to admit, I got a little bit lost. But it all turned out pretty good, because we found what is going to be our home. So yes, we are abandoning this little igloo that we have been calling home for now, because I found a better place. So the most important thing that I need to figure out right now is, how am I going to transport all my goodies to the new place? We are probably going to have to make decisions, big decisions, to see what are we going to leave behind and what are we going to take with us. I was also able to get I did find a bundle. And that's going to be useful. We'll be able to just grab a few of the smaller things, get them in the bundle, and that way we'll be able to, well, bring as much of these goodies with us as possible. So the old buried treasure map I'm going to have to leave behind. I'm definitely not going to be able to bring that with me. But let's go upstairs, see what we've got in our chests, and see how we can, well, bring as much with me as possible. Alright, so decisions had to be made. So I've decided, like, the items I can easily grow, I'm not going to take too many of them. So seeds, potatoes, carrots, flowers, 2 tall flowers especially, string, and saplings. I'm just taking a few of each, even though that will probably not fit in there. Moss, 2 of each. Pumpkins, I've only got 1, but even though, alright. Now let's see. I'm taking all the books. I'm taking my first pickaxe. I will leave one of the stone swords behind. We can easily make more stone swords. TNT, coal, firefly bushes, but even though if that's not fitting in the bundle, so I can take everything I've got. Let's see what else. My golden apple is coming with me. Raw beef will come with me since I can't kill animals, and then let me sort out the rest of these things. I think I've got a good plan going. So I think this is what I'm taking with me. the rest of these things are going to stay behind. We should be fine. And if we cannot, or if we are not fine, we can always come back here, because the new village, if I'm right, is just over the hill up there. So it is a little bit of a travel away. It's a little bit of a distance away, but it's not all that far. So let's head over there. I'll show you around, and then we can start setting ourselves up for success. And here we are. We have arrived with a new village right behind me, the igloo right underneath me, and with this igloo, I am not going to feel bad taking it down in any way, because it is hanging in the air. Now, it does have the trapdoor. It does have the trapdoor, but there's apparently no bunker underneath. But I think we can make this work. Maybe we can build our little starter house up here, have a little section for the crafting table and the furnace right where they are, since we remember we're not allowed to break or move any of these job blocks. So we can have a little, I'll set up the starter house right here. We'll have a little side room from the starter house that's going to be housing the work blocks. And then we've got this village. This village is super awesome. Let me go and show you. Let me go and show you the job blocks that we have available to us in this village. To start off with, as with any good village, they've got a composter or two somewhere. But that means we've got farmer villages readily available to us. They do also have furnaces, and they've got a cauldron, so we can have a leather worker which can give us leather armor, and on all the pretty colors as well. This village also comes with a blast furnace, so we will be able to get armor from our armorer villager, which is not the fisherman over there, but Ada. Is it Ada? Ada is the armorer, so we'll be able to get some armor from him. Now, as you just saw, we do have a fisherman villager as well, which means that we've got a barrel somewhere where the fisherman villager can get his job. Plenty of furnaces. As another bonus, we've got a archery table or archery job block, which means we'll be able to get bows and arrows from the villager if we just get somebody to get the job. And here's the barrels, so we can have a couple of fishermen as well. And then finally, I am sure, I just need to find it. There you go. There's a stonecutter as well. So we can have a mason villager. And this stonecutter is awesome. 3 furnaces. We are set. I mean, I don't think we've got a grindstone. I don't think we've got a so we've got an armorer. I don't think we've got a weaponsmith. I don't think we've got a toolsmith. But I think this is as good as we could have asked for. And then the piece de resistance. The main thing, just have a look at this cave, and inside this cave, well, it's going to be dangerous for the villagers. They might drop into this cave, which is dangerous, but this cave comes pre-installed with a mine shaft. So plenty of things around that we could definitely use. But first of all, let me go back up to my little igloo, which is going to be home sweet home for now. Alright everyone, I went ahead, I sorted out my inventory, I planted some trees, dark oak, pale oak, spruce, oak and birch trees. All of them has been planted, and now I think it is time to come, the time has come for me to end this episode. So I would like to thank each and every one of you who watched this episode, and if you are still here and you haven't done so yet, oops, we got a tree behind us, awesome news. But as I was saying, if you haven't done so yet, please remember to subscribe to the channel, if you have enjoyed the video, just give it a like, and if you know anybody that might be interested in this little bit of a slowed down Minecraft hardcore series, please do share the video. Next time we are going to start working on our starter base, which we are going to be building right where we are standing at the moment, or maybe just, if we are talking about right where we're standing, right here we're going to have the starter base, and we are going to have a nice lookout over the icy spikes over there and the village down below. I might go and collect some of those pink cherry saplings as well in the next episode. I just don't know yet if I have any use for them. But anyway, thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.